Check it out over there. Very loud there. But okay, take two. CeDeFi is it the future of finance? So thank you very much for everybody to come to listen to me. Also thank you for the tech investment show. Tech investment show. Oh my God, the sounds go. Okay, the tech investment show. Thank you very much to give me the opportunity to have a stage here. So okay, I would just briefly introduce about myself a bit here, since I think most of you doesn't know me. So a little bit short. I've been in crypto since 2017, and I've been studying about finance. I have a master in finance. I run my own channel, like crypto content. So it's called EarthDeFIRE, and I have some little bit of the certificate, and also investment consultant. Investment, hello, investment. Yeah, very sorry for the technical difficulty. Anyway, I also work with Bitget right now. Bitget is a crypto exchange based in Singapore. It's a top 5. All right, I think I have a better mic. Yeah, sorry for the technical guys. Okay, I will just go deeply into the blockchain stuff. So what we understand is that we know CeDeFi, we know DeFi, right? CeDeFi and CeDeFi. We are trying to understand how the blockchain works. So I have to go back a little bit on the blockchain, just to briefly understand what is there's so many type of blockchain. Let's say there's 4 type of blockchain. The public blockchain are the one that we normally know. It could be Ethereum, it could be Binance Smart Chain. Everything is transparent, everything's permissionless. We can see all the transaction, and we can go back since it's day 1, right? And then also the second one would be the one that I would top right. It's called private blockchain. I don't know why we should use that. It's basically if you want to run your organization within the blockchain of your private blockchain. It's like having your own ledger and you just work on your own worksheet. So I don't think people use that a lot, but it could be some part of that you want to make sure you want to understand within your organization. So you can use the private blockchain. The third and the fourth one that I think we might generally like to understand more about the CeDeFi. So okay, the CeDeFi are what we are using on mainly the third part is that it's on the bottom right, consortium blockchain. Consortium blockchain are the blockchain that usually are within the ecosystem. So for example, they might run within like 3 companies, 3 institutions, 3 countries, or it could be up to 20 to 100. It depends on how the ecosystem want to work and interact with together. It is very similar to the hybrid one as well, because like basically like it depends on how much transparency you want to show, how much permission you want to show, and who can interact at what level. So that's the fundamental way on how we define the blockchain. So that's why I want to go over a little bit just to understand back on the why we use DeFi and why we use CeFi. I've been saying a lot of buzzwords now. What the hell is DeFi? What the hell is CeFi, right? Okay, I think a lot of people might know already, but just some briefly, we heard this buzzword already. DeFi stands for decentralized finance. So it's distributed ledger that we have been using. We have been interact on MetaMask. We have been interact on Uniswap. I'm saying a lot of buzzword again, right? But basically, it's like we want to interact on the non-custodial way. We own our asset instead. If we come back to the CeFi is centralized finance. Centralized finance is generally what you usually interact on: your bank account, your financial service, your wallet. For example, might be PayPal, might be the Bank of Thailand. I'm sorry, not Bank of Thailand. SCB, like many banks like SCB, KBank, or Bank of America. So that's a centralized finance, and centralized finance are usually that you don't own your item, you don't own your asset. You let the third party run your asset. Let me show a case study why CeFi is quite dangerous. It is a lot of stuff that, hey, for example, back in 2018, Australia Bank, I can't remember what the bank name. Basically, they got hacked, and their ledger on all the transaction got liquidated. Basically, everything on their ledger, everything on that transaction are gone. gone all away. So basically, what I'm saying is that, like, for example, you have $1 million in the bank account in Australia. One day you said, hey, sorry, the bank said, I'm sorry, I lost your account. Did you have $100? We're not sure, right? We're not sure because we never take a capture screen. Is it your capture screen? Is it like fake? You just make it? Are you sure you have $1 million? I can't remember you have that. So that's a risk of having a centralized finance holding your accountability. So what we want to do, we want to hold our accountability, hold our asset, own your own asset, own your actual stuff. So okay, now we see the DeFi and CeDeFi, right? But there's so many risks in the manner of the DeFi because if you heard about it as well, you own DeFi, your own asset. You forgot your seed phrase, you forgot your item. How can I access it? Nobody can help you anymore if you lost it all. So you have to take a custodial way that you have to make sure that you understand how it is, right? So if I were to explain, for example, on the first part, on the first line here, KYC. This is an important role because we want to know how the user interact within the blockchain, right? DeFi are mainly, it's like your email. It's like Bob123, and we don't know who's that Bob123. It could be the guy that from Australia. It could be the guy from Ethiopia, right? But on the CeFi, we have to know the person on that person. We want to make sure that, hey, this person, he's not doing a bad actor. He's not hacking. He's not selling drugs, or he's like not try to do the money laundering, right? On the KYC part, if we go to the CeDeFi, centralized, decentralized finance, now, so basically we are making sure that every user are within that ecosystem, know who it is. But it doesn't mean that we have to, show our ledger, everything. It can be just that you just have to show yourself that you are the owner of that wallet or that distributed asset. So on the governance level, of course, decentralized, so on the DeFi part, but if centralized and decentralized CeDeFi, so it's mainly decentralized way. On the custodial level, it is mainly, if you study on the DeFi, right, it is mainly you are the owner of that asset. But CeDeFi, you basically are the owner of that asset as well. We're running it on our smart contract. We trust the system, we trust the code, we trust the blockchain. That's why we let it run on the CeDeFi level. Of course, on the regulatory, though, it can be a little bit complicated here. But on the DeFi level, basically, you are on your own. Nobody is running your custody. But on the CeDeFi level, meaning like you can make sure that somebody might be able to know or understand how your assets are running. For example, if I were to say like, hey, I'm a hacker, I'm a bad actor in the ecosystem, right? I hack 1 billion, but I want to make sure that the money doesn't run out of the chain. How would I understand that? The thing is that if it's DeFi and it's on Ethereum, nobody can prevent the bad actor. If you got hacked, too bad you got hacked. But on the CeDeFi level, I mean, if we have something we call a breach prevention, meaning like we can make sure that, for example, let's say if you want to transfer out the money, maybe $100, you can do it in a couple of seconds. But if you want to transfer out maybe 100,000 or 1 million, you might have to wait for 1 or 2 days, T1 or T2. So we want to make sure that the money does not run out of the ecosystem of that blockchain. The blockchain I was saying is that mainly it should be the custodial level. And also it should be custodian blockchain. And of course, on the military, the middleman, we are cutting out of the middleman here. On the CeDeFi level, we are taking away of the people who gonna take that ledger. What we do is that we have the middleman as a smart contract instead. The security part, of course, DeFi are the most secure one. But of course, again, if the user or the person that interact with the wallet does not care enough how it works, or it might be stolen or it lost, too bad, you lost all your security. But on the CeDeFi level, if we have the way that we are running on smart contract, but the stuff are still on the consortium blockchain. So it is very safe on the security level. Let me have some sip of water here. Okay, so let's recap on the CeDeFi. Why is it a good thing that it can happen? It is very new though. So I would say that if we study in this landscape enough, pretty sure that the big capital, the liquidity are coming in because it's something new that people want to understand and people might running, hey, we see that DeFi kind of bubble, it got so big and this could be the new trend. So the liquidity are coming. Security are within control because the thing is that the CeDeFi, we understand that it is within the consortium level of the blockchain. So it can be within the reach that everything can be controllable. The credit system, this is what I should emphasize. On the CeFi level, right? It is basically what are we running every day here. For example, I can buy a house. For example, the house worth $50. I can have just $10 and then buy the loan of the asset. I own the house now, and then in the future I have the cash flow that I can borrow. Basically, this is what we call under collateral. So under collateral means like you have only $10, but you can buy the asset worth of 50. In the DeFi world, it doesn't work that well. What you have to do is that you have to have asset over value of the thing you want to buy. For example, if you have $15, you can only borrow at $10 instead because it is called over collateral because we don't trust the user. User can be run away. We don't know who the user is. And the last thing is that, of course, the new S-curve here. By the way, if we spot my spelling here, who can spot how, where I spell something wrong on the slide? And then if you raise your hand first time, I will give you my shirt where I work at. Hello. Okay, let me show the what's that the giveaway stuff. So let me show to my live here. Yeah. So I work with Big Get right now and as a Messi. So okay, I'm gonna count. Hello, test. I'm gonna count 3, 2, 1, right? At zero, raise your hand, and then you can know which one I spell wrong. Hello. Okay. 3, 2. No. You have to have your dial first. 3, 2, 1. No. It go at zero. 3, 2, 1, 0. Would you give to the girls or you want to have it? Okay, have the girls. Okay, girls. Which one I spelled wrong? Which one I spelled wrong? Bill, congratulations. Come take your takeaway. Beetle. Can you walk here a little bit just to show? So yeah, thank you very much. By the way, this is how if you think I spell wrong, meaning you're not a Web3 user. You're not a Web3 user yet because if you know how we spell HODL, it's called HODL, meaning like we want to make sure that the Web3 are okay. Basically, HODL means like you want to hold your asset for your whole life, right? Build is what you want to build in Web3. So intentionally we spell it wrong. I'm not sure if CC want to spell that wrong or not, but he is the first guy who started this word. Build, or something like that. Okay, yeah, enough for the joke here. Enough for the joke. Anyway, I believe in the CeDeFi. Hello. CeDeFi are very are the new S-curve trend here. So if we're gonna have so many jobs coming in the future because people are gonna be building, people are gonna be hiring, and hello. Many job opportunities are coming. Anyway, there's going to be many downsides as well for the con part and the problem. So okay, on the consortium level of blockchain, CeDeFi meaning like if no user are coming in, for example, the country or the institution cannot come to agreement that who's going to be the bigger guy, who's going to be running the ecosystem, right? Then it can be something that they have to make sure they understand the policy and how it works within the ecosystem. So the liquidity problem could be coming in, like how the money gonna come in, how the money gonna go out, or everybody want to own their own chain. So the liquidity and the money are spread too thin, and many new chain. The second con would be the bridge prevention that I spoke earlier. We want to make sure that the ecosystem does not have the bad actor or the hacker, right? if the prevention say that, hey, $1 million cannot come out of our blockchain, so there's going to be some delay. There's going to be some delay of the capital flow. Say if I want to say, hey, $1 million, you need to wait 1 or 2 days. If you transfer $10, it's okay. It happened within a couple of seconds. So this is a prevention that it could be tracker the delay of the capital flow, but it is needed because we want. Or if you guys have any new idea, maybe come talk to me, and then I would love to discuss as well how it works. Also, the third problem would be like everybody and every ecosystem want to own their own chain, right? I want to build my own stuff. Everybody come in my chain. I have the best thing ever. And then you have just 3 companies within your own. And then, hey, tell everybody, hey, come in my ecosystem. And I want to take control of the ecosystem. So, and then again, they might make their token. Also, they might make their synthetic asset, right? Synthetic asset meaning like it's a derivative item. Basically, like, for example, the stablecoin, the one USDT are a little bit synthetic, but that synthetic are best fiat backed by the dollar, right? So now that $100 USDT or USDC or BUSD are the synthetic assets that are backed 1-to-1. But in their own ecosystem of the consortium level, they might say, hey, I earn this 100 USDT now. I want to make sure I can give some money to my employee. I can use it for some business. I need to buy some land. I need to hire somebody. So instead we make something called depository note. So basically we just create money out of thin air, and then we just make it that you can use that asset. Hey, this is $1 of our ecosystem. You can use it. But in the future, if you want to come redeem it, yeah, we just say promissory note that you can come and claim it. But in the end, maybe in the future, your business run out of money, your business run out of capital. It could be that your synthetic stablecoin does not worth anything, just like the Terra one, for example. But that's another topic. And so the last one would be, this is very new, CeDeFi is very new, and it's going to need a lot of trial and error. So let's see how it's going to be in the future. On the ending part here, so I don't want to bore you guys anymore. On the ending level, I think CeDeFi could be one of the potential big opportunity. The possibility are endless, right? So I took this picture come from the big idea from the ARK investment. Big idea 2023 came out last month. So I think that could be in the future, every blockchain or everything can be recorded, what's that called? It's not going to be distributed ledger, but it can be something that transparency. We want to make sure that, hey, that Indian guy, Indian kids, okay, for example, 10 years old Indian kid can come and audit your ecosystem, and we can see every transaction within that ecosystem. It can be food production, it can be e-commerce, it can be something big data, something IoT. Of course, you have to make sure the privacy and the user and the KYC does not run the problem or that problem. So yeah, that's my ending there. So again, if you want to contact me, that's my contact right there on the QR code. That's my personal page, EarthDeFIRE. And also, if of course the DeFi are risky, you can read my item and then you can educate yourself. Before you put in all your money in, don't do that. Just put in 3%, 5%, 10% at most, depends on your net worth, and study it well before you actually try to invest anything. So also I work with BitGet. BitGet is a crypto exchange from Singapore. We are top 5 in the world now, and we are running a lot of stuff. So if you want to know what BitGet do and how we can collaborate together as a business, talk to me. Hit my scan and QR code. All right. Thank you very much. Ooh.